Did I press the right button? I did. That's good. As I went to go live, well, not quite all hell broke loose, but a friend I hadn't heard from in a very long time texted me, and then I was a bit. It texted me something I needed to kind of reply to quickly. But hey everyone. Hey J Luz, thank you for being first, and Ozzy, thank you for being second. Hold on, I just need to double check. Yep, we're all set. Yes, it was slightly off par with getting organised, but I'm on track now. Yes, yep, all good. How is everyone doing? How were your weekends? Did you have a good one? What did I do? What did I do? Saturday we streamed. The Alien Isolation stream was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. Might well play some more of it at some point. I mean, it doesn't quite fit into the cozy vibes, because, yeah, Xenomorph leaping out and trying to get... I just realised what the problem is. Stardew is playing the music through the speakers. There we go, let's get that restarted. I knew something wasn't quite right. Here we go, that's working better. Yeah, Xenomorph's leaping out and trying to kill you. It isn't quite cozy vibes. But yeah, we might stream it again at some point. Sunday, to be honest, I slept through most of Sunday. That wasn't really the plan. But it's my immunosuppressant treatment tomorrow. And it's been a crazy few weeks. And to be honest, yesterday I think my body just went, no, we're done. And there were things I wanted to do yesterday. In particular, I wanted to get a little bit of work done with the work project I've got going on. And also I wanted to try and do a little bit of video editing to do with stream. I didn't, I just slept. Hey Jezza, how are you doing? Xenomorphs are so cozy, they give the best hug. They give the most substantial hug of your life. It could be the last hug of your life, but yeah. Yeah, I can see that. Imagine a Stardew where there were Xenomorphs living amongst you. That could add a whole new twist. But yeah, so I slept through quite a lot of Sunday. I kind of got up late because the clocks had changed in the UK. So they'd sprung forward, which meant you just lost hours sleep, which kind of sucked. Got up a bit later than usual. Did go for a walk. Then basically went straight back to bed. And I thought, oh, it's okay, I'll play on my Steam Deck in bed. You know, that'll be nice and relaxing. I didn't. I fell asleep for ages. And I woke up and I did a couple of bits and pieces. I did go for a walk. I had to clean out the guinea pig's enclosure. And then I kind of, I don't know, I didn't go back to sleep, but yesterday was not an active day. I'm doing good, Tar. Just nipping into town to get some new train. Ooh, hope you're getting good trainers, Jezza. But yeah, yesterday's highlight actually I forgot was I saw Superman. The film that came out last year, which I remember had quite good reviews, and I'm a little bit burnt out on superhero films. I used to love them, and then it felt like there's a superhero film coming out every other minute, and I kind of got a little bit bored. Superman was really good. I was very impressed. I'd heard good things of it, but I thought, has the boat sailed for me? Nope, I was very impressed. Nicholas Hoult, that played Lex Luthor, was a true standout because he was a genuinely good, well, not a good villain. He was a nasty piece of work, which is exactly what you want from Lex Luthor. It was a good film. It was. I don't tend to watch many films these days, but it was well worth watching. Hey Bernadette, how are you doing? How are things going with you? And hey Lou, how are things going with you too? I really enjoyed it. I liked Superman. It felt fresh. It did, yeah. I enjoyed it too. Yeah, it was. Oh wait, I need to get rid of the bits. We don't do any bits. We don't have any jump scares. I deleted them all, but I forgot to get rid of the bit alert. Where are we? Let's get rid of that. Yeah, I really liked Superman. I was very pleasantly surprised. I did not expect to. Get rid of that. Here we go. Helicopter deleted helicopter's message. That somehow feels so brutal, doesn't it, when you delete your own message? The reason why superhero movies used to be so good is because it was Hollywood testing the waters to see if people would pay to see their favourite superheroes on the big screen. Once they realised how much money is in it, they just started milking like cash cow. It does feel like that, yeah. It felt like superhero films used to be an event. Because, for instance, well, I remember I saw Iron Man 2008, and I was very pleasantly surprised. And I remember it was all, "Ooh, this is risky. Robert Downey Jr. playing Iron Man." And now imagine trying to say that to anyone. You know, there would be people going, "What? Why would that be weird?" And it was good because you'd have kind of one Avengers film a year, and that was plenty. That was exciting. And now it feels like there's one every few months, and it starts. I'm not suitably nerdy enough. I know the basics, and then I'm there going, I have no idea who this new character is. Or like, you know, when you used to have the, well, presumably you still do, the bits where they'd go, "Oh, here we have credits, and then right at the end of the credits, we're going to introduce what's coming up in the next film." And it feels after a little while, it felt like it'd be, I've sat around to watch 20 minutes of credits to go, "Oh look, Blobbo is going to be in the next film. I don't know who that is." So yeah, they got a little bit niche for me, I suppose, is the thing. Seribot, you are on form. Poor old Seribot has had to ban 2 different people in the space of seconds. The bots are in good form at the moment. I'm up earlier than I want to be. Oh, I'm sorry, Bernadette. I hope that's for good reasons, or are you just awake and you're there going, "Why am I awake?" Yeah, time zone wise, that's early. Do not envy you. I'm okay. Yeah, I'm dealing with a bit of anxiety because tomorrow is my immunosuppressant injection. The actual injection, I think I explained this poorly to somebody earlier because I think they were a bit, "Oh yeah, it makes sense you'd be anxious," and it was a bit, no, it's not the injection. I'm weirdly fine with stabbing myself in the stomach these days. But what happens is when it runs low, is for no particular reason, I just get super anxious. I kind of, you only get that level of anxious where you can feel it physically. It's not just that you mentally feel anxious, you can feel in your bones that you are twitchy and on edge and not great. So the last few days I've had that level of anxiety, and I just want to get on with doing the injection. I could have done it a couple of days early, but ultimately, yeah, it's not ideal. It's better to take it when you're meant to do it. Otherwise, it kind of ends up. If I did it, I'd get tempted too often, and then, yeah. But anyway, it'll pass. It'll be good when it passes. At least I know why it's there. It's better than anxiety where you're there going, "I don't understand why I'm anxious." So it will get better. Spider-Man 2 was a crazy event on that kind. Yeah, that was a big deal. Yeah. Blobby is in the event. I wish Blobby was. Yeah, I would watch Mr. Blobby in the Avengers. Just barreling through, knocking Thor aside, and Captain America quietly judging Blobby. Funny enough, I just realised I am wearing my Avengers hoodie at the moment. That wasn't planned. Superman, wrong universe. There we go. I discovered my limit for leg exercises: pirouettes, one leg balancing, followed by teardrop squats and split squats the next day, followed by one leg balancing, pirouettes and jumps. I couldn't keep my balance on the bus when standing. Late Saturday and Sunday were not that's a lot. Because I did leg day Saturday and then I went for a kind of half run, half walk Saturday afternoon, and that was starting to test me a bit. I used to love that. I remember knowing it was going to be Thanos and the Infinity Stones from Just for 2 Seconds. Yeah, I was okay with that kind of stuff. It's when it got, I can't even remember what it was. I just remember seeing one film and it was a bit, I've got no idea what I'm looking at. Not a clue. And I think when the film came around, I still didn't really know. I completely get that. Glad you'll get to have it done. Yeah, it would be worth it. It's a strange cycle because I used to really hate the cycle, because who wants a life where you're there going, so what happens is I go down, then I go slightly up, and then I go, yeah, it goes good, and then it goes down again. Yeah, it took a while to reconcile with. And now I'm able to think, well, it's given me my life back. I can live with, it sounds weird, I can live with overwhelming anxiety for a few days because it will get better. And yeah, I wouldn't be able to go to the gym or do probably 90% of the things I could do at the moment if it wasn't for those injections. But they are evil. I'm not, yeah. I know people when they have been told they have to go on immunosuppressants, and I'm not gonna. I don't sugarcoat it. I'm not there going, oh yeah, it's wonderful. You'll be fine. I'm able to go. No, they're pretty horrific at the start. You'll get better. You'll get used to it. It'll be okay. But yeah, nobody's doing it for fun. Yeah, weird. Yeah, the Avengers hoodie. I got this at Disneyland. Sounds so terribly non-humble. The first time I went to Disneyland Paris, because what happened was there was a torrential downpour, and all our clothes got totally soaked through. And I haven't packed multiple hoodies or anything because it was the start of October. I didn't really expect to need multiple hoodies. So I ended up buying this in one of the shops because it looked nice and it was kind of, it's, I know it's we were all sitting here thinking, hey, it's the Avengers, but it's kind of, it blends in if you're in a shop or something. It's not too in your face with Marvel. Having said that, when I went to the cinema sometime, I can't remember what, sometime in the last year and a half or so, I remember I stepped out of seeing something. It wasn't a superhero film. I stepped out of the cinema and some woman just randomly went, "I love your hoodie," and that was a nice compliment because it just came out of nowhere. But yeah, so where are we at? Nice and understated. If it wasn't for the A logo, you wouldn't know. It's not like you've got comic book heroes on my back or something. No, it's just it's the same design on my front as it is on my back, so it works well for kind of just walking around and not being too obvious. Having said that, when I went there at Christmas, I bought a same zip-up hoodie, and it's got Mickey Mouse as the Sorcerer's Apprentice from Fantasia, and that is truly in your face. And I don't think I realised quite. Everyone in Disneyland was wearing them because it was -5 centigrade before you factored in a wind chill, so it was more like -10. And at the time, it was just I just really need a really really warm hoodie. And I didn't really notice because everyone around me was wearing it. And then once I got home, I started wearing it around the local area and I realised this is very in your face Mickey Mouse. But I do love it. Can you imagine some retrobates in a gang wearing those hoodies? Ned Ventures. That's a wonderfully Scottish joke and I love it. I actually prefer merchandise like that. I always feel it looks a little tacky when you've got things plastered all over them on t-shirts and jackets. Yeah, me too. I'm going to inadvertently promote somewhere that I have no skin in the game because, to be honest, I haven't even bothered inquiring whether they would want to provide me with anything. But if you want gaming stuff, it's kind of subtle, but cool. I'd put a link in chat. Insert Queen Clothing. I like their stuff. It doesn't all hit. There is stuff I look at and I think, nah, that's not really for me. But they have some nice stuff that is gaming related, but not too in your face. Some of it's a little bit in your face, but some of it is, I like it, is basically what I'm getting. I don't own much of their stuff these days because of money. This is where I'm quietly thinking maybe I should email them and try and be, look at me, please send me stuff. But yeah, check them out. I've been impressed. Avoid even clothes or a small brand like that's fair. And hey, Yala. I bought a few things from before. They're great. Truffle Shuffle is also a good one. That's where I got the Final Fantasy VII. Yeah, I don't use Truffle Shuffle enough. Yeah, I can't remember what else I was going to say. Probably not a lot, really. Just get dive into Stardew. That'd be fun. We are. I don't know where we're at. I think we're somewhere in kind of mid-summer. Not like the film. I don't think anything terrible is going to happen. Don't think it's that kind of game. Oh yeah, 9th of summer. That's not too. Yeah, we're 80 hours in. I can't believe it. Yesterday, I thought I was going to start playing a game of this off stream because I thought, I've got a rough idea what I'm going to do. I'm going to really min-max. I'm going to do everything very carefully and do it properly because I know what I'm doing now. And I started and I opened up with this whole farm covered in weeds and crap and stones, and I went, nah, I can't be bothered. So it may never happen. But it probably will at some point. Simply put, you want me to be a walking advertising sign for you, you'd better pay me rather than me paying you. Fair enough. I don't mind, really. I wear what I wear, what I like, and that's kind of it. I mean, we've all got different styles. Like, as a perfect example, super dry stuff tends to be super dry stuff wildly leaps from very in your face, look at me, I'm super dry, to some relatively subtle super dry stuff. And I don't tend to go full in your face. But I know a few years ago I was very anti being too in your face about it, and then somewhere along the lines I've just gone, I don't mind, I like how it looks. But gaming stuff I tend to like to be quite subtle. I don't mind, to be honest. It's not just the logo, but you're paying for quality. Well, at least it used to be that way. There's a few brands that have gotten cheaper over time or increased. Yeah, that's the key thing, isn't it? You want to make sure whatever you're wearing is decent quality. I tend to avoid fast fashion as the key thing. Which isn't always easy, because sometimes you think you know what fast fashion is, and then it turns out you don't. But yeah, I don't think I really have a specific style. I probably should have a specific style. It was like at this point in my life I should have figured out what my style actually is. But to be honest, I don't know. I walk into a shop and then go, hey, I like that. Or I might not. I finally treated myself after swithering and got a Garmin watch. Ooh, what Garmin watch did you get, Lou? I don't tend to wear my Garmin watch every day anymore. But when I was running a lot, I loved my Garmin. I was very lucky, thanks to work, I didn't pay for the Garmin. So I have an Apple Watch I wear every day, which I did pay for. And then for a while I was wearing my Garmin every day, when I was running a lot, because it was perfect for running. Oh, this is so much calmer than Alien Isolation, isn't it? I mean, yeah, predictable touch, but still. I don't even know the phrase fast fashion. It's basically cheap stuff. It's the stuff it is designed that the idea with fast fashion is you wear it for one season and then you get rid of it. It's not great for the environment. It's usually not great for whoever is making it, because if it's made cheaply, it's usually made with poor... They're not treating the workforce well, is what we'll cut to the chase with. But the key thing is it's disposable fashion. I try to avoid it. Because for one thing, I'm not going to keep up with fast fashion. I want to buy stuff that's made to last. Or at least last longer than one season. That sounds horrible. Definitely not a fan of it. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to judge people that do it, because life's too short. And I think sometimes you can stumble into buying fast fashion. As in, you don't realise. But yeah. Where are we at? Sorry, we'll chat. As far as I know, fast fashion doesn't seem to be a thing for male clothing. Probably because we have such a limited amount of things we can wear compared to women. Fair. Okay. Hey, Arc Editor. How are you doing? How was your weekend? My girlfriend fell for fast fashion China websites a few years ago. Never again, as they just don't like. Yeah, there's things like Shine. Sometime in my pandemic, I did buy something from Shine because I didn't realise. I didn't realise why it was so awful, and then I googled it, and then I was a bit, oh no, I don't want to encourage that. Ooh, go away. But that's the only thing I've ever bought, which sadly I do actually quite like. But on the plus side, I still own it. So we all make mistakes. But I can buy it I can buy from there regular. I buy it so much from Long Tall Sally, isn't it? Upper half is long. See, because I'm short, I don't even know what Long Tall Sally is. Which probably checks out. It's probably, why would I know what it is? Oh, Venue 4, very nice. For a brief time I had a Venue Garmin, I can't remember which, probably the 3? Maybe. Because remember I had to review it for work. They are nice watches, but they look stylish is the key thing. Because I will hydrate. I have a Garmin Forerunner 265, which I got through work. It's not the prettiest of watches. That's why I don't wear it all the time. It doesn't look great. It's a very good watch, but there's better looking watches. But that is going well, Architecture. I think we're going to get the community centre finished sometime this week. I don't know when, but I think it's coming. We do need to work out a plan for today, though. We're going to head to the desert anyway, because I want to exchange these Omni Geodes. So that'll be a nice start. It's been good, relaxed. I'm glad to have it back. I think I slept through quite a bit of Sunday, which I definitely needed. Any reason I'd buy fast fashion is when I try out a completely different style from what I usually wear. If I don't like it, no great loss. If I like it, find a quality brand that sells something. Yeah, that makes sense. That's what I needed, something fresh. Yeah, Garmin do lovely watches. I mean, I'm solidly in the Apple ecosystem, and I do really like my Apple Watch. But if I wasn't in the Apple ecosystem, I would have to wear a Garmin all the time. Yeah, the more we talk about it, the more I'm there thinking, I do love the features of my Forerunner. If we dive in, we might be able to get to... Okay, we're going to do a risky little... We're not really prepared for it. We haven't even got bombs. We're going to do a little risky dive in just because I want to get 2 geodes. This may end terribly. Slime? Let's get ya. By the way, chat, from now on, when I go, let's get slime, we won't actually be upsetting slime with one lime, because they are now known by a different name. Which I won't spoil, because hopefully they'll be in chat at some point, and you guys might go, wait a minute, is that? And yes, that is. Remember, my cousin got me a watch due to me being an usher at her wedding in the US, and it was a diesel one, but for some reason it also glowed in the dark, which is kind of cool, but then the watch was like a weird greeny white colour. Diesel do some interesting watches. Sometime years ago, I remember it was right before the pandemic hit, because it was really good timing, I still got the delivery. I got sent from the US about 5 or 6 different smartwatches, and they were a mixture of diesel, Michael Kors, and something I can't remember because it was 6 years ago. The diesel ones look pretty nice. I'm solidly not in my Apple ecosystem. However, the Mac Neo looks it's a good price for what it is. But it uses the M1 processor, and the MacBook I use for work uses the M1 processor, and it's a few years old now. It is still pretty speedy. I have no complaints about it. I mean, I use it regularly for work. I was using it for video editing until quite recently. I only switched really because I'm on a Windows PC more than I used to be. But yeah, it's weird how these days you have to pick an ecosystem. You don't have to, but it's a lot easier if you stick with one. I'm just trying to let the geodes chat, by the way, in case you're all wondering. I don't think we're going to get them. We'll probably do it another day, but at least, yeah, we're killing a bit of time. There's the people in the corner on Linux, but it looks like Windows, but it's, yeah. But my favourite over many years, and I say this as somebody who used to use Linux, is for people who, anytime you have a problem with Windows or your Mac, instantly go, well, you should use Linux, and you're there going, that might not be the solution for you. Well, the best thing is I've seen people recommend using Linux to people in their, people that are not technically able, really. And then they go, oh, you should use Linux. You're there thinking, it's not a solution for every single thing in life. It's, yeah, great if you wanna, but it's not going to be a solution to all things. No operating system is for a solution to all things in life. AKA neckbed, yeah. Got 2 MacBooks, 2021 M1 based one. I think that's the same as well. I have a MacBook Pro that's an M1, yeah. 2017 Intel one. Great machines. Then again, I also have a Windows laptop, a Linux laptop, a Windows desktop, and a 2015 one. You are covered, Yola. You got all the bases. You know they have a fedora and tip their hats to the ladies with the phrase "m'lady." Okay, I have to dig out this emote from Simcopter 1. Has he still got it, or has he got rid of it? Oh, I hope he hasn't got rid of it. Where is... Did he get rid of Sim actually? Because he had an emote that was exactly what he... There we go, got it. This is the emote. The moment Jezza said that, I thought, I know this emote. I use Apple stuff because it works for what I need, but I'm not an annoying fan. That's, yeah, don't be nobody should be an annoying fanboy. Use what works for you. That doesn't mean it is the greatest thing on the face of the earth, it just means it works for you. Milady. He's such a good emote. I really dislike Windows just now and avoid it for most things. However, Linux is not the answer to most people. Yeah. I'm okay with Windows. I mean, I had a good, like, how many years? I had a good 10 years or more away from using Windows, and I think it means I've come back to it slightly more okay with it. Hold on, I'm just going to concentrate a second. There, we're good. Yeah, so I think the break kind of did me good, but none of them are perfect. They all do things where you're there going, I don't understand why you have done this. Working in software development for 30 years left me with a lot of computers. Yeah, that makes sense. It's the same with my job of, that's why I have so much stuff. I really... Well, for instance, this is why for a long time I had every console under the sun, because I needed it for work, and then I'd be there going, oh god, normal people don't need multiple consoles. I mean, you have them for fun, but yeah, I perfectly understand that in the mainstream, most people, if they're lucky, have one console. Hey Hannah, how are you doing? How was your weekend? Keep on hearing horrible things about Windows 11, but then I've got real life friends who are on it who've never had issues. I've got Windows 11, it's been okay for me. I haven't had any problems. But I know what you mean, I've heard people who have. Probably, should we head back? Yeah, we're a bit low on energy. I was mostly here for the extra geodes. We got the extra geodes. That will be just fine. So I've been clinging to Windows 10 with security updates. Well, I'll have to change in October. Work laptop is on 11, I don't have any issues. Yeah, see? I've been okay with it. Okay, we got another one. Let's head back. We can't get them smashed. Let's close it up. Well, we get them pretty good too. A lot of Baldur's Gate. I did see on Steam because I didn't dive into it because I was too tired. I slept through most of Sunday. Sunday was going to be my big gaming day, and I just slept through it. So the enthusiasm was there, the attitude was not. I'm wondering if I build multiple cheese and mayo making there, that's going to make me more money long term, isn't it? I should probably do that. Keep these bits, they look valuable. I'll do that. Thank you. yesterday I was the kind of tired bro. Do I want to start a new game? No, I probably need safety. And then, to be honest, I didn't even play safety. Sometimes we need a big sleep. Yeah. Yeah, I thought I'll settle into playing Slave Aspire 2. And I was still a bit too tired for that. So it was not a perfect day on the energy front. I don't like Microsoft, but Windows works fine. Linux I've had some very bad experience with. Worse than anything Windows approved. Ooh, that's not good. I haven't... When did I last use Linux? I last used Linux about... I forgot. About 25 years ago. So I have no recent experience of it in the slightest. And back then, I mostly... This is what happens when you combine two... Right, stone and copper. That was when I was in my full nerd era, and back then I was building PCs for a small company, so it was useful to learn a bit extra, basically. But yeah, I wouldn't bother now, just because life's too short. I got nothing going on. I don't need more. Copper bars, do your thing. Well, I can have a cheese press. We always seem to have a lot of options making. Have we got an earth crystal? Let's go have a look. I might have stored one. But chat, how are your weeks looking? Have you got anything good on the horizon? What you got planned? I might not have an earth crystal. Oh wait, yeah, I do. There we go. Is anyone conquering the world this week? Although I suppose technically if you're conquering the world you probably shouldn't be telling everyone about it. But I didn't say anything about you successfully conquering the world. Yeah, Linux to alien work, writing oil searching stuff. Ooh, that sounds complicated. I mean, but the oil searching bit, that is niche. I make it do almost anything. However, it's a technical thing. Apple did a really good job of abstracting Unix technical things away from the user. That's what Linux will never be able to do. Yeah. I get that. Psychotherapy tomorrow. High point in my week. I hope it helps, Yala. GP appointment and a hospital appointment for me tomorrow. Ooh, rough day. Okay. Everyone with bad appointments tomorrow. I hope they go well for you. My other half and her friend are taking the kids away for a couple of nights, so I'll have the house to my... Oh, J. Luz, what are you going to do? What have you got lined up? Have you got games? Have you got films? Have you got pizza? I really hope you have pizza. Going back to Xbox 360 recently has made me really appreciate this era of Microsoft with exclusives as well as the live arcade. Oh, they were good days. They were. It's the last time we ever got the Sega Saturn beat-em-up RPG Guardian Heroes, which is actually better on 360 as it supports more players in co-op. I don't think I did get around to playing Guardians Heroes, but I loved the live arcade. I loved it. Every week you would get different games. It probably cost me a fortune, but it was an exciting spectacle of, ooh, what's going to be on my arcade this week. And it was back in, depending on the era, it was certainly in my post-grad days, so I had a ton of free time. And then admittedly it probably then rolled into after my dad died, but I had a ton of free time, just in a kind of depressed way. So yeah, that was I entirely get with respecting that era. That was a good era. So many films and definitely pizza. Good plan, Jailers. I like it. You need that break. That would do you good. I have yoga blocks arriving today. Maybe I can use them to hit myself over the head to be more sensible. Okay. I have nothing witty to say to that, but I hope it goes well, Lou. Tomorrow, all gathering at the beach for the annual Pelican Town Luau. The highlight of the event is the communal potluck. Make sure you bring something good to contribute. Oh no, we're gonna have to make something good. The governor himself is attending the event, so make sure you're on your best behaviour. Come to the beach sometime between 9 AM and 2 PM. Well, at least there's no pressure. I have made some stuff and stored it, so we'll after we do our chores, we'll have a look to see what's available. My week is tomorrow's immunosuppressant time. There'll be gym time before that. Then I'll come home, then I'll stab myself in the stomach. Then I might go out for lunch if I'm feeling okay. But mostly I'm going to try and relax tomorrow. It's generally a good idea. Not always possible, but it's generally a good idea. Rest of the week, hopefully it's not going to knock me for 6, because the rest of the week I need to work on the work project I'm dealing with at the moment, which I did a bit this morning, and it's going okay. The problem is, there are tight deadlines. So the work itself is not particularly hard. It's keeping to the deadlines that's the tricky bit. That's going to take me up until April the 21st is when everything's due. So that's kind of a focus for all things. Oh, also on Thursday, the plasterer is coming back to, in his words, hack off a load of stuff off of 2 walls of the future stream room, because then it can dry out a bit. I say dry out a bit. Ultimately, the roof needs fixing, so it's a makeshift thing that needs doing anyway, because yeah, it needs doing before it gets properly plastered. Don't smash down the door. So yeah, he will be busy doing that on Thursday. I think, touch wood, that is it for workmen. Last week there were about 4 or 5 different tradespeople in the house across the week, and it was getting to be quite a lot. Mostly because of lots of clean-up. Because they were all as clean as they could be, but ultimately when you're hacking stuff off of walls or shaving, yeah, there was a lot of dust. A lot of dust. Let's tidy up all this, just for the sake of the poor animals. So yeah, it'll be nice for my lungs to unclog this week. As I posted yesterday, I've been going through Ninja Gaiden 2 and absolutely loving it. Hold on, let's grab milk. I'm almost worried to play Ninja Gaiden 2 Black on PS5, mainly because it's a different game. The history of Team Ninja and their former director, Itagaki, is a wild history. How come? I don't know the background. I am a rubbish gamer at background. This will work well, because then we're going to have 2 lots of everything. That makes us a bit of profit. Okay, let's go see Clint, sort out artifact troves. Then we need to work on what we're going to make to impress the governor tomorrow. Hopefully sometime over the week I will get some time to play some games. But that's probably going to depend on energy. If we've got a decent amount of energy, it might be Baldur's Gate 3. If I've got a decent amount of energy, it might just be Slave Aspire 2, because I can kind of play that, not successfully, but I can play it with half asleep, basically. The 360 game was directed by him, and PS version of Sigma was after he left, and they made changes about his direction, and Ninja Gaiden 2 Black is just Sigma with a couple more enemy spawns here. What we got? Treasure appraisal guide. Okay, that sounds useful. And an arrowhead. That sounds boring. Will fetch a much better price from selling artifacts. Nope, not that. Sorry, Clint. I was reading a book. I'll take it. Can we poke around in the trash before Abigail sees us? We can. Cool. Let's see if Gunther wants the arrowhead. He does. That made it look boring to me. but whatever works for him. I have a feeling quite a lot of the latter point of this game is going to be an awful lot of chipping away at that skull cavern. I might be wrong, but it's a gut feeling. Alex, if you could step away from the trash can, I'd appreciate it, because I need to do something you're going to judge me for. There we go. I'd like to get you to know you better, Hallie. Let's put aside our doctor-patient relationship. Chat, I think Harvey might like me. Let's give him a summer squash. And such a nice gift, thank you. There we go. Everyone loves a summer squash. Lewis, we are judging you because of your affair with Marnie, where you're not allowing her to be honest. Catching hints of fresh crab all day. Oh yeah, Gus was making stuff with crabs, wasn't he? Yeah, I kind of like, although he does make a lot of money out of my suffering. Hey there, do you have everything you need for a farm? Probably not. If not, we might be able to help you out. Would you like a summer squash? Let's finish talking. You carry a variety. Okay, well, you're just selling stuff to me. Have a squash. For me, this is such a thoughtful gift. Thank you. But yeah, kind of like Harvey. Bit of Monday bin. Imagine if you actually did that in life. You just walked past your neighbour's house and went, I'm just looking in your bin. Don't mind me. Bit of mayo and cheese. The difference is between gameplay is his philosophy was to throw as many enemies as possible at you, but give them a low health when... hold on. Give me cheese. When they changed it to few enemies with higher health, which is probably more the norm nowadays with Dark Souls and whatnot. But there's something so visceral about fighting so many enemies at once for 360 actually slows down. Oh, and it's backwards compatible, so it doesn't slow down. Yeah, I mean, I'm not the best at those kind of games, but I would probably... It would feel more satisfying to go, oh no, there are 100 different enemies to fight, rather than, yeah, 2 super hard ones. I'm just having a look through to see what we could actually make. Ooh, well the mayor might like grape wine. Every mayor likes wine, right? Ooh, but we have duck mayonnaise as well. Ooh, but amaranth is made from, cultivated by an ancient civilization. I feel like that's going to be fancy. Should we give him... Nah, I don't know, it might be too rare. He might not deserve it. Blackberry jam? You doing there? What else have we got? A lot of cheese. Spicy eel. Cauliflower. I think I want to give him something that is actually made, so not just here's a cauliflower. Ooh, I'll plant those summer squashes while I remember their existence. And a red cabbage. Ooh, but pizza, I mean everyone... Ooh, starfruit. No, starfruit. I bet you starfruit is what we need. Yeah, let's plant some seeds before I forget. Put it in the greenhouse. I mean, the rebel in me doesn't particularly want to impress the governor because I don't need your approval. But also I kind of do. Oh, was that literally one? Oh, I thought we had a bunch of them. Well, that's most people's point, and why there's one group who says the 360 version is the true version. Personally, I'm somewhere in the middle, despite the differences in gameplay, the added content in black is quite nice. It's a shame they didn't have it as like a separate mode. They could have called it something like Xbox 360 arranged mode or something. I know years ago, I had a friend who was obsessed with Ninja Gaiden. He was very good at Ninja Gaiden games. I'm not in contact with him anymore. But you saying that has left me thinking, I wonder what he thought of it. Because he was so... That was not what I wanted to do. Yeah, he was so obsessed with those games. I assume he probably... I know he played... What's the game before Dark Souls? I was going to say Demon's Gate, and then I thought, no, that's the enemy in Final Fantasy VII. Demon Souls, that's it. Yeah, he was obsessed with that, so I assume he must have moved on to Elden Ring. Hey, Schnitzel, how are you doing? How was your weekend? Yeah, he kind of liked all the hardcore stuff before the hardcore stuff became mainstream, because it kind of has in recent years. It started out as a niche thing, and now everyone is obsessed with Elden Ring. He got to have the honour of liking it before it was cool. At the stage where everyone was going, what the hell is wrong with you? Why are you playing such a hard game? I'm doing good, thank you. Yeah, not too bad at all, thanks. Just trying to work out what to focus on in Stardew today. We have a big event tomorrow, so that's all set. But yeah, a little bit unfocused with Stardew at the moment. Mostly because I want to get on with finishing the community centre. I absolutely love the Ninja Gaiden Xbox games. Never really liked the ones on the NES, but the arcade Ninja Gaiden game is quite interesting as it's basically beat 'em up. Are they, stupid question, are they all made by the same people? I should probably know that, but I assume they are. But you never know, because sometimes games get called the same thing. Oh, actually, we go see Krobus. Krobus sometimes has some weird stuff I don't expect. Stardew Valley multiplayer yesterday got a little out of hand. We started around 10 AM and just wanted to play a little bit. We finished 11:30 PM. That is dedication to the Stardew cause. Did you have fun? I'm guessing you did. But that's an impressive length of time. Did you at least eat amongst that? To sound like the food-focused person I am, I'm Megan. Please say you ate. Hey, Dread! How are you doing? Anything special we can buy here? Butterfly powder scares me. I think I'll buy these recipes just for the sake of being slightly completionist about these things. Oh, we don't know. Okay, recipes were automatically learned. That's all good. Just for Stardew, wait, yeah. I have a feeling the main hold up for me is going to be the start, because when I tried to play it off stream yesterday, where as mentioned I was very tired, clearing the weeds felt like a chore and I just went, nah. But I think once I get that bit out of the way, it's going to hook me. Because now I know what I need, I know how to focus on completing the community centre. It is annoying I've got to this bit where I'm left thinking, I've got to wait a whole season because I missed it the last time round. That is a slight annoying little thing. Hey, Spider Cookie, welcome in. How you doing? Why not a Star Drop? It was expensive. That was kind of it. I'm being cheap. Good. Chores almost be done. Yay, good job, Dread. Hope you got a good rest of your day ahead once you get the tedious stuff out of the way. Yeah, I'm being a little bit frugal with money, and I probably don't need to. But there's something in the back of my head going, no, don't spend too much. Having said that, tomorrow actually I might see what we need to do, what building upgrades we have left, or what new buildings. And then that might make us a bit more comfortable. Nearly-ish leveled up. It's nice if you like making the spreadsheets. Nah, I'm not a fan of spreadsheets, I have to admit. We started a new save yesterday and we split tasks. I did all the fishing and had fishing level 10 on spring 26, which I used to catch the crimson fish on summer 2. Nice, good job. Work's been done. Good job. Proud of you. These were all made by Tecmo, but it was only the Xbox game that was directed by Itakagi. He was pretty controversial, the Japanese dude. One of the things he wanted out of a 3D Ninja game was making the AI smart. He always said games like Devil May Cry have stupid enemies who just wait to be slashed to make you feel good, and then said if you want to do that, you might as well cut vegetables. Yeah, that is a strong opinion. Is this the moment to say I kind of like the Devil May Cry games? I'm not the best of them, certainly the early Devil May Cry games. But I did like, there was the remaster or reboot. I remember there was one that came out probably about 15 years ago now. That was a lot of fun. You want a particular fish, don't you, little raccoon? What was it you wanted? A periwinkle and a smoked red mullet. Now you think, but I'm a genius, you need a fish smoker. And also to catch some stuff. I'm one of a few who like those. Yeah, I can see that. I know I have one of the HD collections for Devil May Cry, and I wasn't very good at it, but I did enjoy it. And I also enjoyed the new one. I mean, on the other hand, I think I'm quite an easygoing gamer. Because, well, the big genre I absolutely adore is Final Fantasy. And the thing is, I understand all the very strong opinions about it. I kind of like most of them. I'm not there going, ugh, Final Fantasy 13 is the worst, or, ooh, Final Fantasy 16 doesn't feel like a true Final Fantasy game, or, yeah, lots of things that people, you hear people. Or Final Fantasy 2 sucks. No, I can kind of see the benefit of all of them, to be honest. Hey, Miss Rachie, how you doing? How's your weekend? And how's Minor? I hope he's doing better now. See, in the fandom, you're either a Devil May Cry guy or a Ninja gamer. And I bet they all get on really well if they disagree, don't they? And the same, I think. It takes quite a lot for me to dislike. Yeah. I think in particular, there are games where I think, it's not so much I dislike them, I just think, oh, this isn't really for me. There are definitely games I played and I'm able to think, yeah, this is well made. It's not really my kind of thing. Actually, I like 16, mainly because it being more action focused. So they got the Devil May Cry dude on board to work on the combat. Yeah, it took a little bit of time for me to get used to the combat in Final Fantasy 16 because I was a bit, what? Where is my turn-based stuff? But then I grew to really like it. But I suppose that's the thing, it's almost boring to just say you really like something, isn't it? There's so much, the internet thrives so much on controversy and going, no, you're wrong. How dare you like this? In reality, I try and be quite easygoing. I definitely didn't used to be. Yeah, back in my teenage years in particular, I could easily be such a fanboy for certain things. But now it's a bit, life's too short. Enjoy what you enjoy. Do you enjoy Candy Crush? You enjoy Candy Crush, it doesn't do me any harm. Just using Candy Crush as a random example, really. I'd say I don't like turn-based as well, but it was very refreshing for me as I hadn't played a Final Fantasy game since 13. Yeah, I'm proud of it. Actually, after 13, I really like Final Fantasy 14, where I played that relatively recently. I didn't play much of Final Fantasy 15. It's one of the few games Final Fantasy games that I've barely played. Yeah, I've played pretty much all the Final Fantasy games except for 12 and 15, both of which I just kind of touched. Consensually, obviously. I'm a big Sims fan. A lot of people don't like Sims 4, but I really do. Well, I haven't played for months, and I think there have been some very not great changes to it. Yeah, I've heard about The Sims 4. I like The Sims 4. I don't quite know why. I mean, it might be, actually there are quite a lot of kind of not quite microtransactions, but it's a little bit hungry for your money. But I do like The Sims 4. You've actually reminded me I won an expansion pack for The Sims 4 recently. I haven't played it, I should do that soon. Are you indirectly supporting mobile games? I'm sorry, Dread. Funny thing is, one of my early jobs in journalism was reviewing mobile games. So I have played so many mobile games over the years. Like a crazy amount. More than even your average bored person, middle-aged person on a commute. Monday, definitely Monday at work today, but it'll be a short week. Oh, good, Miss Rachie. Is it because of Easter you get a short week? Which pack? That's a... I think it's one to do with vampires. Hold on. Pause this a sec. What a professional we're going. I think it's got something to do with vampires. That is not a correct way of describing it. Let's open the EA app. I'll have a quick look. No, I don't want to join your farm in Farmville. Stop sending me requests. Early Facebook. Yeah, that was, I mean, that's the thing. Enjoy what you enjoy, but don't necessarily spam everyone with a whole bunch of notifications. Both Friday and next Monday. Nice. That's really good. I think it's for vampire. I'll have a quick look. Well, because for freelance life, I'm not really taking any time off. I'm taking next Saturday, there won't be a stream. Because I need the time. Let's have a look. Is it Vampire 1? I'm sure it is. I thought I'd be able to see it on me. Yeah, Sims 4 Vampires. Yep, that is what I've got. But I haven't got around to playing it, so I'm keen to do that. I mean, broken up Easter. Nice. Yeah, because of a work project, I haven't got... Ooh, I was hoping to have a 4-day weekend. But that's not going to happen. So I'm taking Saturday off from... There you go, thank you. From streaming. To chill a bit. I'm going to do a bit of work on the Friday. Yeah, and Monday will still be streaming. But yeah, I'm trying to do less over the Easter break. The thing is, I don't want to complain too much about having a big work project. Because to be blunt, when it's done, I don't think I've got much else on. So it's just for timing. Hey Soul, how you doing? Gotta get some soup, but come on, hang on. What soup are you gonna have? I might, this is very controversial for me, I might take the weekend off the gym. And I think, as we all know, that is a big thing for me to say. I haven't decided, but I'm leaving it kind of open to me to decide at the weekend whether I just can't be bothered. I haven't missed a gym session in a very, very, very long time. So it'll feel kind of weird, but I'm starting to feel like my body needs just one session out. Just a little bit less. I've recently changed my hours from early afternoons to later afternoons. So it's been nice to be able to hop into your streams recently. That's good, Chesa. It's good to see you here. Always a pleasure to see you. Oh, wait, muted. Workaholic. Yeah. I always have workaholic tendencies. It's a weird one. I kind of joke that I'm too busy to be... I'm naturally lazy, but I'm always too busy to be lazy. But at the moment, I got to get the work. When work is actually available to me, I've got to grab it. Because it is so inconsistent at the moment. And I'm not entirely sure when that's going to change. Either the star fruit or the big guy. Wait, what does that do? We plant it. Oh, wait. Okay, we'll plant a rare tree then. This week I've had to put a table out to be collected by the council, pay for storage, organise repairs, and that's the sucky part of adulting, you know. Okay, this tree needs a ton of room. Where would have a bit of space so that I don't have to spend ages clearing it? Not really there, no. I'm naturally lazy. It's why I've moved chocolate to the back of a cupboard and put bananas out in a bowl on the side, as I'd rather just get a banana from a bowl and go rummaging in the cupboards for another snack. I understand that a lot, because I've found in recent times that if food is in front of me at my desk, I will eat it. But if I simply put it in a drawer next to me, I don't eat it. And that's kind of, I mean, it's a revelation that should have been simpler than it was. But yeah, it's weird how it just being next to me has made it so much easier. Okay, let's go to a luau. A mid-maxing through my view. It's a good strategy. Where is the big event? Keep forgetting my horse, don't I? Water's down here. But it's not done. I'm just saying, if I can't see it, I forget. Yeah. I'm trying to work on that. I was thinking not this week. At ooh, an event. Hey, Clint. You caught me. Oh, Clint, are you spying on people? Don't spy on people. I was planning to ask Emily on a date. I was at her doorstep and everything, but then I heard her coming and I dove into this bush. Clint, don't dive into bushes. That's weird. Now I'm waiting until she's done talking with Caroline so I can sneak back into my house. Clint, just walk past, you weirdo. Sorry, I shouldn't call you a weirdo, but it is a little bit weird. What did you just say? You'll never upgrade your tools again if I don't ask her out. Sure? You're a villain, Hallie. Sure? Alright, I'll do it. I'm worried Clint's going to get shot down here. I gotta remember that advice Hallie gave me in the saloon. What was the advice? I know it wasn't be yourself, because I thought that might not go well. It was definitely, yeah, be kind or something. Emily? Go on, Clint, you got this. Sorry, Caroline, could you excuse me for a minute? Wait, no, Clint, don't interrupt the conversation. Wait until she's finished. Never mind. Yes, Clint? Scared chat. I was wondering if you'd go with Tomorrow Me. Love a bit of Tomorrow Me. I got 2 tickets for the Grampleton Carnival tomorrow. Would you go with me? She gonna say yes? Sure, Clint, that sounds fun. She said yes. I'm judging her taste, but I'm very glad for Clint. Really? Okay, I'll pick you up at 5. Okay, see you tomorrow. Oh, I hope it goes well. I hope Clint's not creepy. Did you see that? I've got a date tomorrow night. Oh, good job, Clint. Don't blow it. Oh man, I'm so nervous. Oh. Well, that's nice. I did not expect that. I was really worried Emily was going to reject him and it was going to be really awful and I was going to feel terrible for him. Where were we with chat? Sorry. I was gripped. I was really happy for Clint. I think it's an ADHD thing for me. I think it is for me too. I mean, it's undiagnosed, but I match so much of it. And I chuck little crisps in a good while now. And surprisingly, I'm not craving it. Ooh, good job. I have it in, but I just don't touch. That is good going. Clint literally dove into Emily's bush. Yeah. Weirdo is just. I felt bad. I mean, yeah. Yeah, it's justified, but I still felt kind of bad calling him a weirdo. He's going to need that beard when he goes into witness protection. It worked out. I married Emily before I got that quest. See, I haven't bothered with romancing anyone, so I'm just enjoying watching everyone else. I shouldn't finish. I was going to say I'm enjoying watching everyone else romance each other, and I thought that's not quite what I meant. But yes. was going to be where the luau was. Have I got confused? So it gets pretty lively. It does. Can you move out of the way? I'm trying to look at the board. Not this bit of the board. Yeah, because nothing to post about. I want to see the other board. You're a watcher. Yeah. Because they're not gathering, so maybe it's a maybe have I missed it? Oh, are they gathering down there instead? Hopefully I haven't missed it. But yeah, I'm happy for Clint. I hope it goes well. I hope we get to find out how well it goes. Okay, listen down there. We will pick up this random bee. The rainbow shell. That is the correct term, yes. Hey there. I can't hear the sound of the ocean. Beautiful, isn't it? Yeah. Soothing stuff. I know how you feel. You don't have to keep repeating yourself, but I do know how it feels. Quick says, stop, it's hammer time, then it will... I like the sound of the sea. It is kind of instantly calming. But yeah, as I was saying, I was thinking, yeah, I'm going to try and work on what I'm eating a little bit better, because humans tend to destroy things they can't understand. Yeah, it's true, Krobus. Humans kind of suck. I'm with you. I do for now. Yeah, I'm going to try and eat a little bit better. Not this week, because this week is immunosuppressant week, and that'll be a very bad week to go. Let's reduce the calories a little bit. That's not going to go well. That's just going to lead to misery. But yeah, I'm going to try and cut back a bit, because I have got quite complacent lately. Is it out tomorrow, or have I blown it? I was expecting an event to activate somewhere. Probably a bit late in the day. It's probably already finished if it has. Hey Sim, how you doing? How was the rest of your stream? I was lurking for a while. I was doing a bit of work. But yeah, I was lurking a fair bit. I'm pretty good, am I? Yeah, I'm not too bad. Bit tired. Okay, well, where is the luau? Chat, tell me which way am I going for the luau? Have I missed it? I probably have missed it by this point, because it's 6 PM. I thought it was, well, I didn't really know where, but I wandered. Over there, you... Did not say on the map. I was looking out for basically where everyone's gathered, and nobody is gathered.
Just Jezza _ has an amazing pun to share. Whiteboards are remarkable.
Short but sweet. See, I thought I went to the beach. I think I might have missed it. But yeah, I'm doing okay. It's my immunosuppressant treatment tomorrow. So I'm a bit low energy and I'm a bit high anxiety. But it will pass. Yeah, I reckon I missed it. It was earlier in the day, wasn't it? Yeah, well. Yeah. Never mind. Need to hydrate, Jezza. I got too caught up in the wonders of Clint suddenly getting a date with Emily. That's my excuse. But yeah, not too bad otherwise. Just easily distracted as demonstrated by all of the things that have happened in the last few minutes. That was not the most organised of days, was it? So I could have used for luck to go to the mine, but I didn't. Could have gone for carpenter to work out what to plan out next. Didn't. Never mind. How are you doing in Retro Rewind now, Sim? You are way ahead of me. I enjoyed playing it. What got me was, I played it not this weekend, I played it last weekend. And I spent a bit of time playing it, and then I suddenly realised I used to spend every Saturday working in Blockbuster. And then thought, why am I doing this for free in a game? And that kind of stopped me. Opinion time. People who bring their kids to quiet pubs. I don't know if I can do 60 seconds on that. Usually do games. People who bring their kids to quiet pubs. They're not the best, are they? That's what we... Yeah. Well, actually, no. We didn't say how loud the kids were. Quiet kids are great. Well-behaved kids or kids who are easily preoccupied with other things, go for it. They're perfectly entitled to be in a quiet pub. And then also kids who start out quiet and then they kind of kick off a bit and they get a bit upset. There's a nice middle ground there where, yeah, that's fair enough. People whose kids are loud from the outset and they go into a quiet pub. Please don't. Context is key. Yeah, that's, yeah. Hallie discovers another trauma. I did. I mean, I loved my time when I worked in Blockbuster. But it was more of a realisation of, why am I doing this for free in a game? Nah, I don't do that now. Because for a long time it was so exciting to have weekends free. Without people shouting at me because they tried to rent Twilight at 10 o'clock at night when we were about to close. I used to work in Tesco's and stacking shelves took me back to that. So it's not a game for me. Yeah, I can understand that. I think I want to play Retro Rewind when it opens up more, because I've been watching Sim stream it a lot, and it looks a lot of fun when it gets a little bit more open, but at the moment it feels a little bit like busy work. And it comes back to the memories. Soup and bread and this alone and quiet. Ooh, what soup you got? I hope the breads work well for you. Having kids myself, I'd say it's whether the parents are at least trying to keep them quiet. Yeah, I think that's the thing. We all love somebody who is trying. As in tries, not as in trying on your patience. I know I could convert the soggy newspaper. I'm lazy. I'm going to put the star fruit back into storage. Yeah, because, you know, you can't help it. Kids are entitled to live too. Also, I suspect reading the room has to be a very big skill. Also, it depends on the time of day. If you're bringing a very loud toddler into a pub at like 8 PM, that's not in you. Midday, in the middle of the school holidays, it's going to happen. But 8 PM, 9 PM on a Saturday night, a bit weird. Oh, the lady who said it was your fault for her leaving it until last minute to buy an Xbox 360. Yeah, I will never forget her. To be harsh, I hope she had a rough winter Christmas. She probably did, because somewhere was some poor kid that she managed to basically let down. I got chicken cream and gnocchi. Nice. When I get very sick, like I am now, I get a gallon and live off that until my meds kick in. Oh, I hope the preds kick in fast for you. I was curious, this person again, it all depends on the context, but I saw someone give a bad review to the pub I went in recently where I had that food. And they gave it a bad review due to them having lots of families and oh, that's not a valid reason to give a bad review. That's not right. Kids are entitled to be in pubs too. I mean, it's a strange one because years ago kids would not be in a pub because there's alcohol everywhere. But now that so many pubs do good food, yeah, they're allowed. I'm fairly easygoing. I mean, obviously I'm not a parent. I'm fairly easygoing with it. I mean, kids are going to make noise. It's the same as actually when places allow dogs. Where I'm just thinking, well, it's okay. We can all coexist. And I mean, also, you can have people, adults in pubs who can be really aggressive and loud, and then they're going, I'd rather swap you for a bunch of kids. So, yeah, we can all get along, hopefully. Generally, pubs sort of family areas, yeah. And then, yeah, you can't really complain. It's valid. I certainly can't think of a time where I've had a problem with kids in a pub. I mean, I don't go to pubs very often these days.
Thank you. He won the NW for subscribing for 2 months.
Hey,
Hello.
Alan.
He won and just resubscribed for 2 months. Hello.
Thank you for a resub. That's very kind of you. I hope you're doing well. Thank you. Yeah, I was about to say, the only key memory I really have of a bad experience in a pub wasn't kids. I remember I went in there once with friends of mine, who crucially, because this is going to be important for the context of conversation, a gay couple, male gay couple, and it was my oldest best friend and his partner. And it was a while ago. I mean, it was probably about 10 years ago now. Anyway, basically what happened was there were a group of old guys who, to be blunt, feel like old guys that lived in the pub. There was a Weatherspoons, so if you're from the UK, you're going to know, you know what Weatherspoons are like. And we were getting some lunch, we were minding our own business, having a nice time, and then I overheard these old guys saying some really homophobic stuff, and then they were mocking my friend's boyfriend, because my friend's boyfriend has kind of certain kind of gestures and things that he does just because he gets really excited about stuff. That's nice to see somebody excited about stuff. But anyway, they were making fun of him. Doing that kind of thing where it was loud enough because they wanted you to hear, but not so loud that, they were being cowards, basically. And I went over and had a go at them. And it really confused my friends, because my friends know I'm pretty laid back. And also, there's not a lot of me. I mean, particularly then, I was I was really, really slim, and I'm only 5'5", 5'4", that kind of height. And this was a group of tall, rough-looking people. And I just went over there and had a go at them and said, basically berated them for picking on my friend. And to their credit, it completely shut them up, and they just looked utterly baffled because they clearly had already judged us and gone, oh, well, it's, none of us were big, basically. And both my friend and his boyfriend were all about the same height. So, none of us looked scary in the slightest, and they obviously thought, oh, this will be an easy target, and then they looked confused as anything because I went over and had a go at them. And then because I'd had a go at them, the staff had a look, had obviously, they kind of half seen it, but hadn't really, they hadn't done the thing that they should have done. But because they saw me then have a go, they then went over to our table, the member of staff, and checked that we were okay. And then basically the group of older men left not long after that. So it was a good story of stand up to bullies. It was a weird thing I come across. I mean, at lunchtime. I mean, you shouldn't come across it any time of day, but you think, it was just pathetic. So by that example, I would rather come across a whole load of kids and families at a Weatherspoons or general pub than them. That's basically what it comes down to. Somebody wanted a smallmouth bass ages ago. It's a little bit late. Oh well, never mind. Haven't seen a red plate before. That looks like that looks good. We're buying it. My favourite thing is asking people to explain the joke when I'm really mad. Yeah, that's always a good way to throw people. Yeah. Thank you, Jellies. I was pleased they did it because, yeah, I think it kind of... At that point, my friend's partner, they'd been going out a reasonably long time. Well, no, they were still relatively new in their relationship. Or new enough that I think they were a little bit... It was my friend's first major relationship. So they were all, they were both a little bit uncertain of being out in public, basically, which is so wrong. I think it helped them then think, oh, wait a minute. Yeah, bad thing, people might sadly say stuff, but then also, the good people just look out for them. Totally unrelated, but they have now since emigrated to Sweden, which, as far as I know, they have not had any problems in Sweden. I don't think they'd have any problems here now, but 10 years ago, it's amazing what a few years does to these things. Which is also wrong. Yeah, it's a good one to use. I don't understand. Why is that funny? Can you explain it? Yeah. Immediately froze them. Make themselves look like an ass. Well, you haven't do. Yeah, good plan. I mean, personally, I went with a more direct response, but that's because they weren't making a joke of it. They were just... Well, I suppose in their eyes they were making a joke, but it wasn't a joke to explain. They were clearly just kind of mocking my friend's partner, which is... By the way, we have ads coming up in a few minutes. When they kick in, we'll take a quick little break. You should take a break too, have a little stretch. If you don't take a break, there will be... cheese? No, there won't be cheese. There will be words on the stream for a few minutes. Yeah, about a woman a few years ago in a Starbucks, not long after Evie had got her shots. I parked up and brought her in with me, as they do allow dogs, and I had to pick her up, as the car park was really heaving, so she didn't get a chance to go to the toilet. So when I put her down to order, she decided to have a poo on the Starbucks tile floor. So I apologised and picked it up. And as I'm picking it up, an old lady and her friend, who were very poncy, started saying how disgusting it was, again loud enough to hear. So I confronted her and said, look, I'm picking it up. They allow dogs here. She's a puppy. What's your problem? The way you were acting is disgusting. And she didn't know that, yeah, confrontation is sometimes the solution. Because, yeah, those things happen. And you were cleaning up is the key thing. I mean, if you just walked off, that would be different. But yeah, it's going to happen. Hey, Pink Tea. My lunch breaks are taking with me. Oh, thank you, Pink Tea. I've been watching Pink Tea's streams lately. Chat, if you don't already follow Pink Tea, they are on the road to affiliate at the moment. So give them a follow. They're also playing a lot of Stardew. Wait, what was I going to do? Carpenter. That was it. So yeah, give them a watch, give them a lurk, particularly when you're trying to get to affiliate. Lurkers help so much, because it really helps you get those figures up. Lurkers and followers are key. Wish it wasn't avoidance so I could do stuff. I used to be very avoidant. And I think even actually back then I was pretty avoidant. And then I think, I don't know, I just kind of reached my limit. I try to be better at not avoiding stuff now. Try and be better at standing up for myself and those I care about. Catch up and chat before the ads come in. A lot of people want to run their mouths without understanding there could be consequences. Yeah, and a lot of people, sadly, a lot of people can get away with it. So it's trying to make sure that they can't always. Oh, nice! Congrats, Pink Tea. If I'm wrong, I'll eat a humble pie. But if you start something and you're in the wrong, I think, yeah, that's what I try and do. I mean, I try to be really relaxed, but sometimes you gotta stand up to bigots. is a very key one. So I am a lot better than I used to be. But yeah, it depends on your mood. If you're really anxious or whatever, like at the moment, we can have a cellar. We don't want a cellar yet. Like today, I would suck at standing up. But I think I'm better at standing up for my friends, actually, than me. Yeah, we haven't got cloth. We should probably work on how to get cloth. Fish pond. Yeah, we could have a fish pond, I guess. Probably about good. Might even put the upgrade at some point. Okay, chat, we got ads starting in a moment, so I'll get words on stream ready. I've gone up to a group of guys and said I never thought I'd have to tell men your age group. Nice, good work. Because that's the key thing, you can do those kind of things without being... You don't have to get into a fight with people, you can just kind of confront. People don't like it if they're kind of held to account. Remember when my dad was alive, he said something very not okay, and I looked at him in shock and said something like, Dad, you can't say that, I'm really disappointed. Turns out he didn't understand and he never said it again. That's the other thing, you can kind of educate. That's a good way of doing it. £8 an hour is a bargain, Jezza. I might hire you for... Keep it, yeah, sorting out my confrontations. Okay, we're going to go into ads any moment. So I'm going to get words on stream on. Grab a snack, everyone. I will be back in 3 minutes. I'm going to eat some mini jammy dodgers. If words on stream works. There we go. back, everyone. Good job. I think weirdly the sound cut out just before. That's fine. You all did good. I ate some mini jammy dodgers and looked at my work emails. Don't be like me. Actually, say that the sound has gone for me, and now we've got a cutscene. Don't do it, game. Okay, well, let's watch the cutscene unfold, and I'll sort out my sound afterwards. I'm missing out on an eep. Oh, it's Linus, right? Are you hungry? I could make you some lunch. How about some leftover cave carrot stew? That's very nice of you, but no thanks. I've had great luck foraging today. Okay. Hallie, you look like you have something to say. Yeah, don't pick on my friend Linus. Linus is precious. I'm just pleased that Linus is doing well. I'd like to invite Linus to live on my farm with me. Chat, I can invite Linus to live with me. Do I want him to live with me? I mean, he is precious, but I kind of like my own space. I'm going to invite him. I don't know if he'll come, but you never know. Wow. That's really generous. What a great idea. I can build a real cozy house for you, Linus. This is actually going to happen. You'll finally have running water, heat, a roof over your head, just like the rest of us. Isn't that wonderful, Linus? Oh, is he going to say no? No thank... okay. I appreciate the kindness, I really do. But I've told you before, I choose to live this way. I like to be alone most of the time. I like the quiet sounds, moving with the rhythm of nature. It's a way of life I'm comfortable with. I don't ever want to change that. That's his choice. I guess I never thought about it that way. I mean, he's saying that because it's the middle of summer. Hallie, I cherish our friendship very much, and I know you do too. But you don't need to try and help me. I know best how to live my own life, okay? Life lesson there. Don't tell people how to live their life. Can you smell that? It's the sweet aroma of ripe berries. Oh, he's hopping off to get the berries. That was unexpected, but I like it. Sadly for me, I have no sound, so I'm just going to check to see. Okay, no, the headphones have totally died. You wonder why. Oh, look. Don't tell people how to live their life. Tell that to various churches and government. Yeah. I say that. The balance, sometimes it does depend what the government is telling you. If the government is telling you to get a vaccination, do listen to the government. If the government is telling you some other stuff, maybe not. Let's fix his headphones. I think they just switched off for some reason. Have a quick look. Should be the battery. Or maybe it might be luck. It may be back. He might have just had a moment. Or not. Hold on. Sound? I didn't have sound. Okay. Grab some other earbuds. Okay, my Joker are all backups. Oh, see, I got hit from the brain. Dip under the PC to swap something around. I have missed the horror of sonic drowns. I'm sorry for you all because you had to hear it. Where's my headphones? Is that working? Is that working? Yes. Cool. Timed it wrong, hoping you'd catch it. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the headset. Just seems to suddenly disconnect. I mean, it's for one I don't own, but it's for £600 headset, so I'm guessing Windows probably broke something. We've got a card. Right then, chat. Are we all ready for a little bit of low-key trauma? It's not a bad bunch, maybe. Do you still print out the pictures you take and frame them or put them in albums? I don't, but I did buy an album to collect pictures from Disneyland Paris, which I have promptly not done. But the intention is always there. I always want to print out the pictures, and then I don't. Second, do you have anything with no monetary value, but with so much sentimental value to you that you wouldn't sell it for $1,000? Oh yeah, loads of stuff. First in my head was Spot the dog. I got this cuddly Spot the dog when I was 1 year old. I wouldn't sell it for $1,000. He's too important. What is your earliest memory? There we go, chat. This can be the traumatic one. What's your earliest memory? I honestly don't know what my earliest memory is. No, I'm not good at remembering stuff from very young years. Sometimes, not as much as I should. Yeah, it's nice to have a printed photo. I have loads of sentimental. Me too. I could not. No, I'm not parting with them. I'm cheap, because I'd actually love to do that, as people need putting in their places sometimes. Probably should have been a barrister. Jezzy, you don't yeah, be a barrister. Barristers get to be quite blunt about things. Oh, the sound. I'm guessing the sound works for you guys. The sound does not like the change of. I change that? No. Okay. Once we get to the end, I might have to come out and start the day over. It's weird playing the game with no sound. It doesn't feel nice. Earliest memory is a camping holiday in France. I think I was 4. See, I don't think I can remember that far back. My earliest memory is getting the PS1 Christmas '96 for my brother when I was 4. Look at you, all remembering what happened when you were 4. I can remember getting very badly bullied when I was nearly 6. So I guess that's probably my earliest memory. That's not the best, is it? I have an MP3 of my granddad's song he recorded onto a 7-inch record as a love gesture to my grand. Oh, in Gaelic. Oh, that's very good. It's kind of sad. I hate Curling Master. It's kind of sad when I think about it, but my earliest memory is literally walking from home to shops with my mom and crying, and my mom said, "You're older now and big boys don't cry." Oh, I hate that sentiment. I'm so sorry, Curling Master. That is such a... I mean, I'm sure lots of people, and hopefully including your mom, meant well, but that is such a destructive concept. And I think in part for a lot of people, it's because they don't want their kid to potentially get picked on by some stupid kid because they cried. But it's not healthy. A sign of the times, I guess. Something super young, being on my grandpa's knee while doing a horse riding playing thing. I have no clue, maybe 3 or 4, I don't know. I remember asking my mum to stop talking to her friend in the street as we had to be somewhere. I must have been 4. Why can I not remember anything that happened when I was 4? What's wrong with me? You don't have to answer that bluntly. And big boys don't cry. Yep, I heard that from one of my aunties. Yeah, that's such a depressing concept, and it's such a shame. Having said that, when I was a kid, even as a girl, not my parents. My parents were good, but there would be people in around who would be there saying, "Oh, you shouldn't cry." And again, bad attitude. crying, people mistakenly see crying as weakness, and that's an attitude that needs to go die in a fire sooner rather than later. Let's catch up. I'm not sure if it's the first, but I still have trauma from having a nurse in my hospital blood lab dig around in my arm with a needle when I was 4 or 5. Had a phobic fear of injection needles for decades. Only got over that in my 40s. Ooh, that's horrible. Yeah, it's not nice. I worked on creating a world where boys can cry too, and it's okay. But it's a different time, and my parents did the best they knew of. I can appreciate that, even if times are different. Yeah, I get that. I mean, but I suspect. Thing is, they don't want you to get bullied, and that was the thing. I think also even when I was a kid, where it was as a girl, it was still, oh, you don't want to show weakness by being upset by anything. And my parents were fine with that. My parents didn't create that attitude. But there were definitely like friends' parents who would be a bit, get a grip, don't cry. Oh yeah, don't be so sensitive. That's always a classic one. It's the baby boomer generation, so that's probably why. I was raised like that too, even worse. Even boys don't have a year. I mean, ultimately, it's good to learn from every generation. Lots of people mean well, but they're dealing with information in the society they're living amongst at that time. And yeah, it doesn't always end in good results. Boys and men should have emotions, though. Stick up the guys that do cry if someone says anything. Fuck societal condition. Exactly. It's always good to show emotions. And also there's the terrible thing that sometimes boys and men, they can only convey anger because that's what they've been taught is acceptable. And then that's going to lead to bad times. By the way, playing this with no sound and also speaking with no sound is unsettling. When I get to the end of the day, I'm going to come out of the game and then hopefully I'll have sound again. This is quite a test of the business where I really hate how my voice sounds. And I'm better with it than I used to be, but also... Eh. Hold on. Yep, I can delete that. Nearly timed you out, but yes. Emotions are for girls. I got told for 20 years. Jokes on them, I'm transgender. Here we go then. But also, yeah, everywhere. Emotions are, there's nothing wrong with emotions. But yeah, it's a mess. Right, just kind of killing time. We have at least leveled up with combat, so that's nice. Oh, there's no game sound for you guys. Oh, I thought there was no sound for me. What has happened there then? Okay then, we'll definitely restart the game. I thought it was a me thing. We'll get to the end of the day. We'll come back out. I think it was for change of headphones. I know Stardew is kind of picky with that kind of thing. Okay, yeah, we'll just get out. We got no sound, we'll start over. We'll head to bed and our ears will work again, hopefully. But I've definitely got sound right. Let's just double check. Got sound right. Yep, that's my awful voice. Let's turn that back off. Sell a couple of scraps. Stone, slime. End the day and restart. Hey Roy, you sleeping well? Good job, buddy. By the way, those of you who have seen Superman that I was raving about, actually, wait, we got level 9 combat, new crafting recipe, iridium band, and squid ink ravioli. Yeah, those of you who watched Superman, how cute is the dog in it? Crypto the dog is the best dog. Absolute best dog. Okay, let's quit. Hopefully the sound will come back. Sounded better? Can you all hear it too? Good job. Told you it hates it when you switch headphones midway through a game. It's only this game, all the other games are fine. Stardew is not a fan. That's better. Because all I could hear was my voice, and I can still hear it a bit more than I would like, because these earbuds are like that. But it was particularly awful when I could hear nothing but. I can handle a hint of me rather than full me. This would probably be a good day to go down the mines. We could do some, not romancing, but some relationship stuff maybe? But I think it might be that point of the game where I should probably start putting the effort in. Kind of excited to see. Yeah, I'm intrigued. I don't know much about Supergirl. So my main point of entry is the end of Superman. If it means more of a dog though, I'm there for it. That dog was the absolute best part of the whole film. Might have forgotten to put extra hay in the silo. Just maybe. Okay, we'll go buy some more in a moment. You guys are going hungry. Not bad. I know, I'm stockpiling money and I keep forgetting to buy you guys hay. I am an evil farmer. I enjoyed it. Gun is taken from really good stories. I only know the very basics of Superman, so I don't know where poor animal. I'm buying them hay. I am. I'm not truly evil. I'm just very forgetful. Yeah, I don't know the full kind of. I know the backstory of Superman, and then that's kind of it. So I was glad they didn't do the backstory in the film. Right, we're gonna max it out. See, we'll get 200. I think the capacity is 240, so there we go. We'll stop depriving them. Could do some fishing, I guess. We haven't done any fishing for a while. The capacity was 240. Okay, now we need to actually go properly feed them. We're a wheat to get hay anyway. Yeah, I know, but this method's easier. And it's not like I'm short on money, so it works for me. A million stories, just some obviously much better than others. Sorry, much better than others. No stress on that. Yeah, I don't know a huge amount about Superman, really. Just from the films. But I grew up watching a Christopher Reeve film, which I suspect is hideously dated now. Yeah, we're the kind of farmer it doesn't really grow a lot. We do a lot of exploring and bumbling through semi-successfully. Semi-successfully. Superman seemed heavily influenced by All-Star Superman, and that's a great short run. Even if you're not ready, it's a good run. Okay, I'll remember that. But as always, I would like to read more comic books. Time and money is always the issue, but the want is there. Christopher Reeve is the one true Superman. All the others are impossible. Yeah, when I was a kid, I absolutely loved Christopher Reeve one. I'm able to kind of think, well, it's probably a little bit dated now. But I did love it a ton as a kid. And I haven't seen it in a long time, so I bet it's still good fun. I mean, I'm there thinking, when I was a kid, my absolute favourite thing to watch was Ghostbusters. And that is very badly dated these days, but I still love it. Bit spooky noises. Which one focus on? Kind of early in the day. Okay, should we do a proper run down the mine? Let's get some bombs lined up. I've got any ready made. What my way through the bombs? Okay. Hold on, I've got some big ones. Might make some cherry bombs. Yeah, copper ore and coal. Six is a start. Food. Oh, sevens for that time I accidentally dropped a bomb here and blew everything up. Luck is neutral. I'll take it. Still can't believe I did that. I mean, it was funny. It made a fun clip. All the chaos. But one time in this game where I did admittedly just think, yeah, I'm reloading, I'm save scumming. That was not meant to happen. Hey, Sly Monkey, me mare bombed that, yeah. How you doing? Supergirl is apparently using Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow. I've not read it myself, but people I trust love it. It's a good start then. But if I have any free time, I would like to get back into comic books. I kind of mentally have a rough idea even of what I want to read. It's time. Time and money. In an ideal world, what I probably need is a holiday where I just sit on a beach, read some comic books. But on the other hand, I have a brain that means that I would never settle. And I'd go, no, I'm in a foreign place, I need to go explore. So, yeah. I missed that, I need to see the clip. Hold on, see if I can find the... It was just awkward, is probably the best way of putting it. I know Slime was here for it. Because I remember Slime laughing a lot. Validly. Right, there we go. Good old oopsie. Goonas? You mean yeah. The artist formerly known as Slime, now called Goona. Who's it? Yeah, we don't know any slimes here. What a name change. Hello, John. At least on the plus side now that Goona is Goona, I can say, come on slimes, you need to die without feeling really bad. Ooh, we got geodes. Handy. See, now I'm not so scared of the mines. I do quite like them. It's just I'm also left thinking, how the hell are you ever going to get to level 100 without cheating? And maybe one day? I think that'll probably be cheating. I think there will be mods. Wait, you. That's the other thing. Constantly saying, go away, slime, felt very, very personal. Shit. Let's eat something. Let's eat some spicy eel. Yeah, I reckon the planning you're going to need to get to level 100 without cheating is going to be... I don't have a personality for that level of planning. I don't plan. You've all seen how I play games. Planning is for far more organised people than I. Doable, but needs a good luck day and bombs and some steak. Yeah, no, that's immediately too much planning. Maybe one day, but I reckon maybe not. Not even looking at them while we're hitting them. Which way are you coming from? Wrong button. Something was going to appear, but maybe not. There we go, I knew you were coming somewhere. So chat, what delicious things are you eating today? I need inspiration. I'm going to be eating some chicken, some Mediterranean veg, and some rice. That's my plan. Mostly because yesterday the supermarket was selling off bunch of Mediterranean veg that was already prepared, and I thought, that's going to be the easy meal for today. That was at 26:30. Okay. Enjoy the gym, Lou. Have a good one. It's been a while since I did anything in Skull Cavern, though. My last save was nothing but fishing all spring. That must have been a ride. I should still breakfast. That's okay, you got time. Breakfast doesn't have to be at a set time. It can just be whenever you want it. In fact, breakfast at dinner time is sometimes the best kind of breakfast. You're very cute little slimes, but you do still have to die. Those are the rules. Badly made cake for Mum's birthday. Nice! Cake's good. I think my partner and I can have a Thai potato dauphinoise. That sound, I like the sound of that. Is it like regular potato dauphinoise, but you put Thai curry paste in it? That's immediately what I'm thinking, and then I'm thinking that sounds like heaven. I haven't had potato dauphinoise in a very long time. That is the key downside of cooking for somebody who can't eat dairy. I could have a go at making a vegan one sometime. It won't taste quite as nice, but and some coconut milk and pak choi involved. We've had this one before, but it was a while ago. That sounds really nice. I need to do something like that. I love the idea of kind of reinventing classics. My main meal for the last 2 days, because I've been lazy and tired, has been a very nice chicken sandwich. And cooked chicken in some Nando's sauce, and then shredded that, added some spinach, some cheese, some vegan garlic mayonnaise, toasted the bread lightly. That's kind of it. That was nice. Had it for dinner on Saturday and then thought, I'm gonna have that again. This one is vegan. It's from Miguel Barclay's vegan book, whose books I really recommend. Ooh, I do not know them. Okay, I'm gonna look that up. Because we do need a bit more variety. Just because it's easier to cook a meal that we can both eat. Sometimes, you know, we'll cook separately, but then you've got double washing up, if nothing else. I don't from one for ages either. Apparently it's not healthiest. Depends what you do with it, though. There's always substitutions in the world to make things more healthy. But I know what you mean. The absolute best dauphinoise, not going to be healthy. Not if you bung a whole load of double cream in it. But there are always alternatives. As you may have guessed by the way, we were out of bombs. Yeah, there's a vegan one, a veggie one, and a meat one, I'm pretty sure. The meal's easy. Okay, I need to look them up. Because we both eat meat, it's just the dairy is the issue with my mum. Oh, that was where the hole. Oh, that was typically close, wasn't it? I haven't really got the time to go this low, but I'll have a satisfaction. Ooh, bats. I've met you guys before. Oh, lots of bats. It feels like we're in a cave or something. Gonna kill a few more bats. Get out of here. Nice XP. So annoying there is not an elevator. apparently nothing is healthy. Health experts constantly contradict each other and change it. Not the good ones. The ones that end up getting the headlines, yeah. Because the problem is everyone is looking for a quick fix. Nobody wants to actually put the effort in. Ultimately, it's pretty simple stuff. But again, everyone's always looking for that thing that somehow means they're going to lose a huge amount of weight in the space of a month, and you're there going, well, you can if you end up seriously ill, but if you actually want to do it healthily, it's complicated. You know, it's not that complicated. I saw back-to-back headlines in one of the papers of bacon bad, followed by a glass of red wine a day. Yeah. There is a very big focus on the idea that people don't like it if you go, well, alcohol isn't really the best for you. That's, yeah. And that always seems to be the thing that seems to be a sticking point for a lot of people. On the other hand, at heart, really, you gotta do what makes you happy. And I think sometimes there are people who feel they have to, say, lose weight or eat in a particular way when they just don't want to. And ultimately, with any kind of healthy eating, you gotta want to do it. And if you don't want to do it, that's okay, but you shouldn't, yeah. Be happy with your situation. But on the other hand, in terms of eating healthy, it's basically eat a bunch of fruit and veg, eat a decent amount of protein and fibre, you know, have a few treats because you do deserve to be happy. But again, basically make sure you're burning more calories than you're eating, or you're balancing it out. You're onto a winner. Let's drop that off for now, we don't need it for today. But there's always somebody, as in Instagram people and so forth, who go, this is the magic solution. If you run on a treadmill at this specific incline, you will burn more calories. And you're there going, no, that doesn't, no, just do what works for you. Do a bit more, move a bit more, maybe eat a bit less. You'll get there eventually. And move heavyweight, yeah, that's very underrated, as I've discovered. I think particularly sadly, women are very... The media is always there going, oh, don't bulk up. And you're there going, it is so hard for a woman to bulk up. It's just... It is not an overnight thing. It is a really hard thing to do. So, no, you're not going to look like Arnie because you lifted weights for a few months. That's going to take your entire life. And the best thing about moving heavy weights is you're stronger and then everything's easier. Like me, I can easily move heavy furniture around, or if a heavy delivery arrives, I can actually take it upstairs rather than think, oh god, how am I going to do that? It is very underrated. Moving heavy weights does make me a lot hungrier than it used to though. Which is sometimes good, sometimes a downside. Thank you for follow. We have anonymous follows here. Welcome on in. Good to have you. Yeah, sometimes if I've had a morning of saying doing deadlifts or something, it's almost frustrating to then spend the rest of the day wanting to eat everything in sight.
Thank you SciMonkey for subscribing for 1 month.
Hey,
Monkey
Sai.
just subscribed.
Really appreciate it. Thanks for the Prime sub. There's a train coming through chat. Ooh, it's got Ray excited. Look at the way he ran. And a post deadlift wobbly. Yeah. I really like deadlifting. It takes a lot out of me. It is definitely the... I like to hate it is probably the best way of putting it. There will be days where I'll be there thinking, I just don't want to. Like at the moment, Thursday's usually my deadlift day. Tuesday, as in tomorrow, is going to be a push session. And that's the thing, yeah. A little part of me always dreads thinking, oh, I've got deadlifts. But I always do deadlifts first to get them out of the way. And then everything feels like a little bit easier afterwards. Oh, we're going to take the geodes back to the desert. How are you, this lot doing? Okay, we'll leave them for now. But deadlifts do feel really satisfying. As daft as it sounds, deadlifts are one of the things that when I do them at the gym, I think, oh, I'm a proper person at the gym. Yeah, loading up the plates and everything. So it's a good feeling. My home gym, the garage, is full of junk, sadly, so hard to access. Not been well enough to use it anyway. Oh, I'm sorry, Si. I hope you're out with the worst of it now, at least. I haven't really got any equipment at home. I have some dumbbells, and yeah, they're useful. Once I get my office/stream room sorted, I am thinking I'm going to add a bench to it, because it would be quite useful to just have at home to do a couple of other things. I mean, luckily the gym's only kind of a 10-15 minute drive, but sometimes it'd be nice to use that 10 to 15 minutes to just do something at home. Okay, let's go take the artifact trove to Clint. See what this request is. We'll go see the travelling merchant after that. Need pufferfish if it's not too inconvenient. Maybe Alex? Maybe? We'll see what time we get. Yeah, Lewis couldn't see me poking around in the bins. Sweet pea! It smells a little bit of trash. Okay, we're gonna get him to do what we need him to do. And then I'm gonna see... Will he tell me about the date? What do we get? A rusty spur. Okay. How are your tools holding up? Okay, no, I had a feeling you wouldn't. I know how this game works. I always hope. Ooh, we could upgrade to an iridium axe at some point. When it gets to winter, we'll try and get some stuff lined up. Not yet, though. I can finally get there. It's been years trying to get the doctors to listen to it. Oh, that must be so frustrating. I'm glad you're hopefully getting there, though. Oh, we already gave him a rusty spur. I had a feeling it looked familiar. Travelling merchant time it is. But yeah, it is... Sorry, sure, it's the progress to it. It is so annoying when you have to keep battling over get noticed or... Sorry, I'm still a little wary of humans. My shop is still open to you, however. Thank you, Croppers. I know I don't buy much from you, but I like to check in case you got something cool. And then I think I usually forget to check on the relevant day where I should check. I'm not perfect, Crobus. I can't help it. Are any of us perfect, really? Don't say yes. Ooh, you're an octopus. Logically, I'm guessing octopus would be there. Yeah, would be in the sea. Up in the pond. Plan or evening queue. I haven't hydrated enough today, admittedly. Last few days I keep forgetting to drink. I don't know why. I'm usually in good habits, but I've been a bit complacent lately. Get a farmer's lunch. Lovely. Don't know if I want to grow hops, really. Garlic. Ooh, red snapper. We needed to make some smoked ones of that, didn't we? So, to save us, we'll do that now. See if I've got a fish smoker. Tree of a Winter Star. That doesn't feel particularly summery. We'll buy it, but I'm just saying. I don't think I should be. I think I'm going to put that into storage for now. It's going to be weird if I put the Christmas tree up now. Come back for your Christmas tree. Is a smoker? No. Actually, I remember if I did build a smoker. I may not have. No, don't eat the red snapper. Yeah, no. For years told me you should just eat less and you'll lose weight and all your health problems will go away. The guy never asked what or how much I ate, which was probably less than him. And I got a very bad burnout, and when I came to him for that, he asked me, "Are you eating right?" He looked like, yeah. Weirdly, a problem with doctors get very focused on weight, but then the really funny thing is, as I learnt the hard way, they go the opposite direction too. Because before I had my Crohn's diagnosis, I was very slim, much slimmer than I am now. And I remember the amount of times I would go see a doctor and they'd go, "Oh, well, it can't be anything that's that big, because, you know, you're a slim weight, you go to the gym, oh, well, yeah, whatever it is, it must just be a food intolerance." So it was really annoying how, yeah, the bad doctors, because there are also some very good ones in the world, overlook the obvious. Yeah, they get a little bit too fixated on weight, which is annoying. I have a fish smoker. What do I need to do to get the fish smoker recipe? I have a quick look. I've had crazy cravings for sugary drinks for some reason lately. Usually I just drink water at home. I've been bad, but man, I'm drinking more sodas than I'm used to. I think it goes like that sometimes, doesn't it? I find in particular, I pretty much exclusively drink water. But if I start drinking something else, yeah, I do end up craving it. There's definitely something in it. Or actually, it's obvious what's in it. It's sugar. Sugar is suitably addictive. Yeah, we don't have a smoker. We'll come back to that. Still a few bits. Make some more cheese, actually. Mayo. No worries, Sai. Thank you for being here, and thank you for the Prime sub too. Really appreciate it. I hope you're turning a corner health-wise. Orange wine, fancy. But yeah, it's annoying when. Well, the main thing is it's annoying when doctors don't listen. Because a good one, because I have encountered good ones, will make a really understandable point of saying, "Well, you know your own body best," and then they're great, because then you can go, "This isn't meant to be happening, there's something wrong going on here," and they'll listen. But there are too many who don't, sadly. Ooh, wait, no, we want that. Keep orange wine, for a special occasion. We'll put that aside too, so I don't accidentally sell it. I'm on my diabetes, so do I. So I went to a dietitian who told her to eat more pasta, bread, and other stuff loaded with carbohydrates that cause your blood sugar to spike. Yeah. I can't remember, at least in the UK. Hey, Kath, welcome in. How you doing? In the UK, we have, and I can never remember the difference. There are dietitians and nutritionists, and one of those groups are far better qualified than the other. And then it's trying to make sure you see the right one. I suppose ultimately the problem with any health service is everyone's human. So mistakes are made. We're all learning as we go along. It's just some people have qualifications, some people don't. It's it's a complicated business. By the way, we have ads coming up in a few minutes. When they kick in, I'll take a quick little break. We'll stick words on the stream back on. And then we'll be back in a matter of a few minutes. What should we do to kill time? I'm sure a bus will have gone now. We could just do... Oh, actually, we'll go get some hardwood. I haven't got any hardwood today. I love that because it's peak summer, all there is in the background is a lot of buzzing. Actually, it's gone a little bit quiet now, but every now and then, buzz, buzz, buzz. Hardly followed by advice to the letter predictable. Yeah, that sucks. I know when my mum was pre-diabetic, she looked up the advice, got the official advice, and that was a bit carbohydrate heavy. And then luckily she did the research and didn't do that. But in her case, she ended up not. She reversed the pre-diabetic advice, pre-diabetic rating, labeling, whatever. But in her case, it was steroid-induced, so she could reverse it. But then on the other hand, I think with a lot of chronic illnesses, we're still learning. I mean, my mum was diagnosed with Crohn's about 10 years ago now, and I was diagnosed 5 years ago, and the advice is so much different than it was, so I'm guessing it's the same with most chronic ailments. Because they're learning things by the day, and then they've got to update the advice. And then the worst part is, they've got to spread that advice across the world. Which annoyingly takes time and training and money. Which is a frustrating one that is only scant help if you're the ill one. You wanted smoked red. Oh, it was red mullet. No, oh, red snapper. Never mind, raccoon. Different plan. We'll just sell the snapper. That will teach me to not read clearly. In which case, we shall sell snapper because mistakes made. Took a bit of hardwood. Ads are coming up very shortly. We'll take a quick little break. We'll be right back. We'll stick words on the stream on. A bit of fun. Ray is a sensible dog. In bed before 10. Sorry, Ray. You're kind of in my way a little bit. Ooh, it made good money. Okay, we'll stop there. Get ads up. There we go. They're already in. Okay, be right back, chat. We'll get word on the stream. On the stream. Yeah, we're just coming out of ads, so hi to you all. Any moment now. Yeah, that was a tough round. I mean, obviously I didn't enter anything, but I was looking, thinking, yeah, I mean, why wilting wasn't there? Why? I mean, obviously one of those letters must have been the fake one. But I hate the faking ones, the fake ones. It feels like it just kind of moves the goalpost and makes it harder for the sake of it. Nah. So I think, as we're into kind of the last portion of the stream, give or take a bit, we're not ending anytime soon, but I think we're going to focus on the mines, because I was thinking about what to do. I want to get more artifacts. That's my aim. I also want to stockpile a bit of iridium ore, because I have a feeling iridium ore is going to be useful, certainly for those upgrades later on. Gold ore and iridium. So we're going to focus on that a little bit. But first of all, we're going to do some maintenance. And we gotta make some more bombs. Bombs are everything. Our old Spoofy the horse has not been used today. I have to admit, I keep forgetting to ride Spoofy. I know how that sounds for those who know Spoofy. Not quite one then. Helps if you aim in the correct direction. I reckon once we have our fill of Stardew, I don't know when that's going to be. I'm almost certain we're going to move on to Fields of Mystery. I think Fields of Mystery is a nice natural transition from this. I've heard lots of good things about it, so it'll be interesting to go from this to that. I do like that it doesn't take a lot to keep chickens happy. I remember when it was hard. We had to put a lot of effort into being loved. Except obviously for those days where I forget to feed them. It happens. They seem to forgive me pretty faster. Those melons. Those melons should be done by now. I mean, they're not. I see the date. It's just, yeah. Look ready to leave. Oh, don't drink the milk. We're making cheese. On one. Sorry, that was me game. We have some cheese in storage. What do we need to make bombs? We always forget. Gold ore, sun essence, void essence, or just iron ore and coal. Iron ore is what's going to let the side down numbers wise. Oh, gold ore. do we need for cherry bombs? Copper ore. Don't have a lot of copper ore. I want to upgrade your weapon. I've got pretty good weapons, so should be okay on that front. But also, we're not doing a full-on run. We're just doing a little bit of a recon mission. I want to get some mining done. Yeah, pick up some food. When we did a run once before, I think I had about 80 bombs. That was the organised run. This is just messing about. Mostly see what iridium ore we can get. We're expecting some gold ore, but I just used that for bombs. So today is not the time for that. Basically, I want to get artifact troves. That's the end goal for this particular run. My favourite mummies. Skip down. And that was the only cherry bomb we had. That was not what I meant to press. Never mind. Ghosts. Do not remember the ghosts. Oh, hey, you don't have to come over here as well. There's stuff going on. Cheese. Cheese will solve all ills. Yeah. Good. We've got enough for one artifact trove at least. Really want to use a mega bomb yet. Scout around. We'll just look for. Here we go. One hole. Everyone loves a cave carrot, right? Doesn't sound the most appetizing. that so well. Me a hole or a ladder, please. There we go. See, all I had to do was say please. Ooh, you're playing hard to get. I see. I want to get you before I get the mummies. There we go. Thank you. Plan, try and group them all together and then I can get them with one bomb. Yeah, that worked well. Focus on killing you yet. What else is going on here? Emerald. Hope you're having a good lunchtime / whatever time zone you're at, chat. Isn't a bad run. I mean, we're mostly doing this run, get a bit of experience, get a few bits and pieces. It's not a fully focused exploration. Let's get my job done. One of them might just have some crisps. What crisps? That is the telling thing. You can't just have ready salted crisps for lunch. You gotta have good crisps if you can have crisps for lunch. My crisp of choice, which is immediately made me want to go out and buy it when I go on my walk after this, is Walker's Sensation Chicken and Thyme. They are so nice. The only thing is, they're a little bit sticky. Better eat some cheese. Some sort of vinegar party combo mix one. Okay, that sounds good. I think that counts. That's lunch. Yeah, chicken and thyme are my choice. Might see if Sainsbury's has got some later. Which looks like a good place for a massive bomb. We're gonna get hurt, but it was worth it. I'm partial to a bag of Sensation Sweet Chili. I don't think I've had those. If they're anything like the chicken and thyme ones, I probably should. Having said that, I shouldn't really go get the crisps because it's my injection day tomorrow, and we very nicely in this household have a tradition where if it's somebody's injection day, because my mum has immunosuppressant injections too, the other person buys them basically cake, some kind of cake, as a kind of a treat for stabbing yourself in the stomach. So I'm gonna get something, so I should probably resist buying myself crisps. Wrong button. Finger slipped. Did we get her? Nah, I need a little bit of it. Okay, two of you love the Sensation sweet chili. I clearly need to try those. Ooh, a curiosity lure. The things you find in a dark cave. Excuse me, thing I can't really kill, so I just leave be. Ooh, thank you for dropping 2 bombs. That's the kind of... Ooh. Ooh. This is different. Oh, wait, you breathe fire! That's not very cozy. You gonna have it? Nah. I could see Harvey charging me 1,000 gold any moment now. Nah. Yeah, I did try and travel to prehistoric times. It looked like a nice place to explore, but no, I was getting a bit frantic. I wanted to live more than anything. Oh, we found some cloth. I didn't notice that. I'm going to check my spoils properly when we get home. See, I've learnt we've had a whole stream where I haven't died. That does not happen often. Not since I found the skull cabin. That's progress. It is, yeah. I'm learning. I'm learning what my limits are. Okay. So one there. I don't... Gunther might need that, so we'll save that for now. Yeah, we'll keep a tackle just in case. I mean, we have the advantage we cheat with fishing, but it would be useful to have a better chance of something rare. I want to make a bit of money. Yeah, I thought I did have food left over. I just wasn't sure if I was going to have a chance to eat it before I got got. Yeah, it didn't quite seem worth the risk. Oh, got to drop off a word. Wait, we not dropped off, but I need to sort of have a chest at some point. It's slightly out of hand. Got everything? Yeah, energy is doing well at least. Back some trees. We're getting a little bit close to safety. Don't want those roots damaging anything. In life, I love trees, and here I am being a destructive, evil person. Might as well go with the easy stuff. Big bad, I don't think we got hardwood for the day, but never mind, it's too late in the day. know, I did acknowledge, but yes, it's getting late in the day. Yeah, let's drop a few things off and then grudgingly head to bed. Move that there so I don't forget its existence. Because everything has to be right in front of me so I don't forget. Wait, where's... Oh, look, Ray. Oh, we gotta go say hi to Ray. He's gonna sleep next to the cuddly bunny. Oh, he must be so happy. Oh, sorry, no game. I'm going to bed. Making steady money each day. Given I'm not really focusing on farming that much, it's not bad at all. A little poke around. I think, chat, we're going to call it for one day. I'm pretty low energy. We will get back to... truffle. We will get back to longer streams soon. Once I'm on the other side of the immunosuppressants. Hopefully from next week onwards, I'm going to have more energy and we'll get back to kind of 4 hours. But for now, I need to call it. So yeah, thank you all for being here. I've had some lovely lovely virtual faces here. Don't worry, I can't see through the screen. So thank you all. Thank you Hannah, and thank you J Luz, and Monkey, and Helen, and Ozzy, and everyone else who I won't go through every single name because you might be lurking. But I just looked at the recent chat. So thank you all, and thank you Helen for the resub, and thank you Monkey for a first time sub, subscribing with Prime, and thank you for the follows. Yeah, it has been a pleasure. I'm going to be back Thursday. If I'm really lucky, I might have a bit more energy back by Thursday, but it's a questionable process. We're going to be playing some more of this. Might work out a bit more of a focus because we're kind of killing time to get to fall, but I want to make sure I use summer properly. Could involve a lot more of a skull cavern, to be honest. I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of a skull cavern just generally. But yeah, have a good weekend. It's Monday. Have a good rest of your weeks. I will see you all Thursday. If you're not already part of the Discord and you would like to be, that is for Discord. You will see the schedule there, a bunch of cute pictures, pets, nice food. You'll also see some updates of a forthcoming stream room office, which has annoyingly stagnated a little bit, but I say that. There's a guy on Thursday who's going to be hacking bits off of the wall. I need to get the roof fixed. You know, I'm waiting on good weather. It's good weather at the moment, but I need about 2 weeks of good weather. And I'm in Wales. 2 weeks of good weather is a big ask. Or at least dry weather. But anyway, so let's get some raid messages up.
I'm starving!
Top one is for subscribers, bottom one is for followers. Not quite starving, but I'm looking forward to having my chicken and Mediterranean veg. I think there's going to be some tasty stuff. Cheap tasty stuff at that, which is my favourite kind of tasty. Let's see who we're going to raid over to. We try and raid over to people we haven't raided to recently. Try and keep it varied. She says immediately clicking on somebody and going, no, we raided them recently. So who should we head over to? We raided them recently. Okay. Okay, let me be them. Let's see. So many choices. We are going to head over to Okay. It is always somebody. Yeah, good bet. We're going to head over to FG Squared. We've raided her a few times in the past, but we haven't raided her in a little bit because she's been in Japan for a few weeks. She is lovely. She does a lot of cozy stuff. At the moment, she's streaming the new content on Crime Scene Cleaner. And as weird as it sounds, Crime Scene Cleaner is oddly cozy. There's kind of a lot of blood to it, but it's relaxing. I was playing a little bit of it yesterday when I wasn't asleep, and it is actually a really nice chill game. So yeah, let's head over to FG. She's a delight. Really really nice and supportive. And yeah, let's head over to her. And I will see you all Thursday, where hopefully I'll have a bit more energy. But yeah, have a good one all. Make sure you do something nice for yourself. Get yourself a treat. That treat might be sensation sweet chili crisps. Oh, and J. Lou's, make sure you have really good pizza during your time solo. It seems like you probably earned a good few days of just doing whatever you need to do. Yes, you will. Good. And Hannah, I hope the hospital stuff goes okay tomorrow. And anyone else who has appointments, stressful appointments over the next few days, I hope it will go okay. Yeah, that's kind of it. Let's head over to FG. Have a good one all. Take care.